Hi and welcome to This Week in Gaming with me, GD, the highest place for news, the UK top 5 games and new releases of the week. Let's begin with this week's news. First in this week's news, EA Sports have confirmed that its FIFA World Cup 2014 video game will not be available on the next-gen consoles. The FIFA 14 spin-off, due out this April, will be exclusive to the Xbox 360 and PS3. Meaning Xbox One and PS4 owners will miss the chance to guide their country to World Cup glory. Explaining its decision, the publisher said FIFA 14 players can still experience the World Cup in Ultimate Team mode, but wanted to focus on the previous generation offerings. A statement reads, "For our fans on the new generation of consoles and playing FIFA 14, we will have a range of engaging content, promotions and tournaments within FIFA Ultimate Team so that those fans can experience the World Cup in unique and fun ways." In a lengthy statement, it explained, "When we made the decision, we considered a number of factors, but most importantly, we wanted to create a great game within our development resources that could reach as many people as possible, and the way to do that was to make our best game yet on Xbox 360 and PS3. We gave our team the mandate of setting a laser focus on building the highest quality game for Xbox 360 and PS3 they could, and that's exactly what they are doing. Seeing as, judging by the company's previous, the World Cup game will simply be an international football focused version of the regular game. It's unlikely to upset too many, but EA's rationale is interesting nonetheless." Next in the news, details have emerged about a new Batman game, with Rocksteady confirming no multiplayer, a new villain and Kevin Conroy. Although the announcement Warner Bros. Confirmed that Arkham Knight would be out this year, they never gave any date. However, retailers have once again let the cat out of the bag, with GameSpot suggesting October the 14th in North America, which may mean an October 17th release in the UK, although Arkham Knight is certainly a big enough game to warrant a simultaneous worldwide release. Further details on the game have also emerged from American Mag Game Informer. In it, Arkham Knight is revealed to be the name of a new supervillain created specifically for the game by comics writer Jeff Johns. What the new bad guy looks like isn't yet known, but it sounds like he's sort of an anti-Batman style character who uses guns. Kevin Conroy has been confirmed as the voice of Batman after working on Arkham Asylum and City but not Origins, following his involvement in Batman the Animated Series and many of the other DC cartoons. He's considered the definitive Batman voice by most fans. Also returning to their roles from the earlier games will be Nolan North as the Penguin, Wally Wingert as the Riddler, Troy Baker as Two-Face and Tara Strong as Harley Quinn. According to developer Rocksteady, the game will take place in a new central zone of Gotham City, which is split into 3 islands, and is roughly 5 times the size of Arkham City. That's still not that large compared to other open world games, but Rocksteady are emphasizing that they want their world to be the most detailed and vibrant, not the biggest. They're also adamant that the game will not have any multiplayer and that the studio is focused on making the best single player experience it can. Although the phrasing is slightly ambiguous, it doesn't sound as if Gotham City will feature much in the way of civilians or normal traffic, as Scarecrow is threatening to flood Gotham with his fear toxin as seen in the trailer, and the city has been evacuated. According to the Game Informer, that means only criminals are left in the city, with 5 times the number of thugs compared to Arkham City and riots of up to 50 characters at a time. Confident Oracle is also back in the game and the character you physically meet this time. Oracle is the daughter of Commissioner Gordon, and her remaining in the city against his will is apparently a key plot point. The game's much admired combat system maintains its elegant simplicity, but there will be numerous tweaks, including being able to use quick-fire gadgets in mid-air and new throw counters that allow you to grab and throw enemies into each other. Although the gadgets will also be upgraded and tweaked, the Batmobile is the most important bit of new tech in the game and designed to be the best car in any game ever, according to Rocksteady. You can call it to your location at any time and it can do jumps, boosts, burnouts and rotate in circle even when stationary, presumably inspired by that scene in Batman Returns. In terms of graphics, Rocksteady insists they're trying to make the game look as much like in the trailer as possible, with the polygon count for one character apparently being as big as the whole of Arkham Asylum environment. Rocksteady describes Arkham Knight as a genuine next-gen game, and not having to make the game for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 was key to being able to do everything they wanted. Obviously, you can see a lot of games that are cross-gen, and they feel a bit reined in because of that, said director Sefton Hill. Because we were able to make that decision quite early, we were able to be more ambitious with the design and make a real genuine next-gen game. But Rocksteady has also given some interesting hints as to what will happen after Arkham Knight, insisting that their next game will not be a Batman related, although that doesn't necessarily rule out the rest of the DC universe. Although this will be the final part of the Arkham series, with Arkham Knight set quite late in Batman's career, Rocksteady has also hinted that other Batman games will continue without them, presumably via Arkham Origins developers Ukie Games Montreal. Also in the news this week, Watch Dogs is due to release on May the 27th, according to the newest trailer shown, but was first notified by a tweet from Games Eastleigh branch. The leak comes ahead of the official announcement from Ubisoft, with the tweet being removed as soon as it was possible. Then, later in the day, Ubisoft formally confirmed that Watch Dogs will launch worldwide on Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 and PC on May the 27th, with the Wii U release to follow at a later date. We are pleased to be able to reveal to gamers all over the world the new release date for Watch Dogs, said Jeffrey Sardin, EMEA Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Ubisoft. We are extremely confident that the additional time we afforded the dev team to refine and polish the game will be more than worth the wait. Finally, in this week's news, Naughty Dog co-presidents Evan Wells and Christophe Bellistra have rejected claims that Uncharted creative director Amy Hennig was forced out of the company. Hennig left the popular developer earlier this week after having worked on the Uncharted series for over a decade. Sources from IGN were said to have claimed she was forced out by The Last of Us creative directors Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley, who would assume control over the new Uncharted title in development for the PlayStation 4. Wells and Bellistra have now issued a statement saying that Straley and Druckmann were not involved in Hennig's departure. Earlier this week, we had to confirm the regrettable news that Amy Hennig has left Naughty Dog. She will be missed and, as we stated before, we appreciate the significant contributions that she had made to Naughty Dog and the industry in general. We wish her the best. However, we feel that it's necessary to clear up a very important point that was unprofessionally misreported when the story broke. Bruce Straley and Neil Druckmann were not involved in what transpired. It was very upsetting to us that dozens of stories were run, linking back to the same hurtful acquisition in the original report. As co-presidents of Naughty Dog, we are responsible for all studio affairs. Normally, we wouldn't respond to rumours and speculation on matters that are internal to Naughty Dog, but because the personal reputation of two of our employees was being damaged, we need to set the record straight. There is nothing left to be said on this subject. Now we're going back to what we should be focused on: making games. It's super reassuring to know our boss, Wells and Bellistra, have our backs, said Straley on Twitter. Thanks guys! Sony has said that Hennig's departure will not affect the development of Uncharted on the PlayStation 4. Now it's time for the UK Top 5.
A spazio verticale, Balotelli, che gol, splendida rete.
walk a path few would wish.
That's the only one I know.
This ends here.
Don't ask why Kenny wanted to be a chick, it's just how he seems to be rolling right now.
The new kid has a power we have yet to understand.
You still think this is a game, young man? Okay.
And that's it for the UK Top 5 this week. To check the full Top 20, just click on the links in the details below. Now it's time for the new releases for Friday the 14th of March, starting with Titanfall on Xbox One and PC. Next, we have Dark Souls 2 on the 360 and the PS3. Also, we have Yoshi's New Island on the 3DS. Next, we have the Darksiders Collection for the 360, PS3 and PC. And last but not least, we have Red Faction Collection on the PS3 and PC. So that's it for another week in gaming for the week ending the 8th of March 2014. Follow us on Twitter or Facebook in the links below. Also, if you like the show, click on the subscribe button and the like button below. And remember to tune in next week for more of the heist news, the UK Top 5 and new releases of the week, right here on This Week in Gaming.